I am so excited about this new box that was just delivered. Indoor gardening with fish. I have no idea. I just grabbed it off of Amazon, and I did actually purchase some fish, and they've been hanging out in a deep water culture tub with an air stone for the last couple of days. And they're probably more excited about this than I am. This looks like it is our light. And then on the top, it has pump, aquarium, flower, vegetable, and the power button. All right, let's see. This is a full unboxing. I can't get a hold of it. Oh my goodness, hang on. Okay, put it on the floor, slide it out, holding the box with your feet. It is very well packaged. This must be the actual garden section, and you can see this tank is not very big, so it's probably gonna have a lot of water changes. It has a little pump hanging off the bottom there and lots of plugs, and this is called a Doxago. That's the name brand. Not 100% sure how to pronounce it. We don't always care about if we pronounce, see? I don't even care if I pronounce things perfectly or not. Wow, there is a lot of tape on this. Here is your grow deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There are 12 spots. You're gonna wanna be careful with what you're putting in here. That's a lot. It could probably fill up pretty quick with roots. Here is a float. And if you've seen any of my other reviews, some of the other units have these water floats, and that's gonna tell you when you need to be adding water. And it comes with covers. We love covers. Another thing to note, these are all square instead of round, but look at that, that goes on there, really nice. Do like that it has those, so if you're not planting every single spot, it's gonna help with algae in the tank. My goodness, this has a lot. These are trellis poles. So if we have something that's trellising or we need to kind of hold it up, any type of herbs that might fall over, I have some lemon balm and stevia in a unit over there, and they do tend to go everywhere, so it's nice to have the trellises. It looks like we even got name tags for the different plants, little plant tags. Plant food A and B, and these are the dry plant food. This is like what came with my Hortez, where you add water. We have dome covers, and these again are square. That is something that's really different, is that this is completely square versus a lot of the other units. Everything is round. The net cups are totally different. Can you see how square these are? I would guess though from the inside that a lot of your growing medias would still be interchangeable. This is gonna be a lot of fun to get this set up. This must be the cover for the float, which is really nice that it has that. I'm just gonna stick that on there. There we go, yep. And I actually saw this on the Amazon thing, and I thought it was absolutely adorable. This is a little Snoopy. I don't know how they get away with doing Snoopy, you know, whatever. Maybe it's not a Snoopy, maybe it's just a little dog. Maybe it is for the actual fish tank, which I think it's for the fish tank. It fits that one too. So whichever one you probably want to use, you can switch them out. This looks like white insert, gray insert. I'm not sure. I'm just looking. Okay. Does that go down there? There are little filters. This is what I believe the water is going to get pumped from the fish tank. There's nothing between here where your plants sit and anything that is back by the fish. Your plants and your fish are totally separate. That's probably why you're gonna be putting nutrients in here, and the fish are just gonna have their own water in the base. Here is our fish tank, and I believe when I read on Amazon that this was about 2 gallons, 2.5 gallons. So that's a decent sized tank. It gives you some extra filters, and here are the growing medias. They're shorter than the AeroGardens, but same. I mean, everything's pretty much universal at this point with these indoor gardens. And then here is some tubing. Is that everything? Because, yeah, I'm a little disappointed. On the Amazon review and the photos, there was some kind of a gravel put on the bottom, and it had like a little fish thing for them to play in and a couple other things for the aquarium. Honestly, that's a little disappointing because now I don't know what I'm gonna do with the fish. I really wanted to have some kind of a base or something down there for them to swim over than it just being a plastic container. So that was definitely misleading on the Amazon ad. According to the instructions, this little gizmo is for the light bar, and that is where our little screw is going to come into place. I'm thinking in the back of my mind while I'm doing this, like, what am I gonna do with my poor baby fish? I'm gonna have to run up to the store and get them some fun stuff. I have no idea now. Well, that went up on the top. Oh, you guys, I'm so stupid. I put this on upside down. There we go. It's supposed to look like this. Let's see how far this goes up. It says gray insert and white insert, and it's actually not gray. Mine is black. Oh my goodness. White insert, white insert. So there's two. That's what you're gonna look like in the back for your plugs. I grabbed my measuring tape because I know you guys all like to know the actual heights of these. From the top all the way down is 18.5 inches, 19 if I go through the plastic right down to the base. I'm gonna go ahead and get all of this planted. I'm going to transfer the fish over. We will get it set up over on my little stand, and we will see what it looks like all lit up, but this should be really fun. Let's jump ahead and see what it looks like. This has been quite the adventure, and I want to let you know a few things so far while setting this up. Number one, the tank is plastic, it's not glass, so don't try and fill it up at your sink. Pick it up and move it over. It has a little bit of a bend and a bow to it, and it made me nervous. I did not have a lot of water in it, but I did have my fish in it, and I was a little worried about that. There is a pump in the back, as I showed you earlier, hanging from the top of this whole grow section. And in the bottom of the tank, there is a little square that is supposed to sit in suction cup to. There's no way you're going to get that lined up because your hand is in there, you can't get your hand out. I have no idea how to do that. I actually filled this top layer with water, and it doesn't really indicate where the water line needs to go, so I just made sure it was up to the top of that pump. So let's go ahead and turn it on. Right now it is blinking on the top and saying that it is in a power mode situation or a waiting. I do like when you turn it on and off, it kind of has a slow dim, so that's kind of cool. It is starting the pump up here, and I can hear the pumps running. That isn't an aquarium light, so there is a light underneath which you can see coming on and off. We have a flower mode, and you can see it starting to change color, which is a really slow change. And then a vegetable, it's a slow change into a white. I think once it's set up and you know, you've got it in a place, I had to put it on this instead of on the other table because this, I just felt like it was getting too heavy. And it's not something that you're gonna pick up and just easily clean and move. So you have to take that into consideration as well. Now, I did order a air stone from Amazon. It should be here in the next day or two. I will link that in the description down below. I'm hoping that I can run it up this back section and add it to the base down here. This is a bonus reel. So where the cords are coming up for the pump, I actually took an air stone and I ran the hose up that same little channel in the back. and I have it back down in the corner, and it's still working fine, even though it is pinched off just ever so slightly. I cannot get this nice and straight. It just is what it is. It's kind of sitting how it is. There you go, a little bonus reel of how this is working now, and these are totally separate. There is no nutrient food going into the fish. I think that's pretty much it for the basic setup. The rest of it is just putting the growing medias and my seeds inside, like an AeroGarden or a Hortaz or any other tabletop indoor garden system. This one is just different because of the fish. And of course, I will keep you guys updated. You can follow me on Facebook for different posts on how the fish are doing. And if you have any comments or questions, please leave them down below. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel to become part of the Lettuce Head community, and check out this video. We'll see you over there.